off immediately. Single down to fine leg or deep backward square. Fine leg these days is not quite a fine leg at home. But so far on this tour he has been
Last days last by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh. But they never did ever live, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. You burn me up, believer, believer.
So far on this tour he has been fine. Don't want to be taking any risks at this point. Well timed. It's down the slope, but it wasn't as well timed as we have seen others, so it will be cut off.
Just look at this, and I know it's a slow-mo, but that's 90 miles an hour from Wood. But it's exactly where a classy batsman wants it. Just angled in, leg and middle, full. 4.
Wonderful catch. The plan was set and Rohit has fallen into it. Great bowling, great catching. England
edge over the wicket. What a moment for Sam Curran. What a moment for England. What a morning it has been for them.
Of honour. Oh, it's outside. Does he have to play? He feels for it. No, he doesn't. Dramatic end.
Oh, wide of Bairstow, who's very close at second slip. So close that he's got a helmet on. But this was past him in a flash.
Trajectory and his length drags people into playing.
Fourth, 4.
Mistake, boys. Mistake.
Burhani.
What a good 50 it has been. Context of the game, the situation that he found himself coming in at, with India 3 down and barely ahead in the game.
But he's been pulled away for 4 from Pujara. 100 partnership comes up.
His skill set against
The inputs gathered from them aid in a variety of tasks like weather monitoring satellites, which are dedicated for various thematic applications and generally operate from low Earth orbits. Due to this, they cover a relative smaller region at a time and have to scan the Earth step by step in every revolution around the Earth, and revisit the same area only after a few days depending on their orbits. However, many applications like meteorology and disaster management require imaging large areas of Earth and atmosphere very frequently. For this, the satellite has to be placed in a geostationary orbit, which is at an altitude of nearly 36,000 kilometers over the equator. Though ISRO has been performing the task of Earth imaging from geostationary orbit since the past 3 decades, GISAT-1 is the latest Earth observation satellite developed by ISRO that will be placed in a geostationary orbit. From its orbital location, GISAT-1 will continuously observe. Weighing nearly 2,275 kilograms, GISAT-1 will be launched by the GSLV F-10, which is the 14th flight of GSLV Mark II vehicle. The rocket will take off from the second launch pad of the Indian spaceport at Shar, Sriharikota. After reaching geosynchronous transfer orbit, GISAT-1 will be commanded from ground to reach its geostationary orbital slot by using its own propulsion system. GSLV Mark II comprises 3 stages. The first stage consists of a rocket motor with 138 tons of solid propellant and 4 strap-on boosters, each carrying 42 tons of Earth-storable liquid propellants. The second stage also uses Earth-storable liquid propellants, while the indigenous cryogenic upper stage forms the third stage. The satellite will be placed in the geostationary orbit over the Indian subcontinent at 85.5 degree east longitude. It will generate 2-dimensional imagery by slewing in west-east direction and stepping in north-south direction. The scan mode includes coverage of entire Indian subcontinent landmass and oceans. It has multispectral, multi-resolution imaging instrument which is capable of imaging full or part of the Earth disk with high-resolution multispectral visible near-infrared, hyperspectral visible near-infrared, and hyperspectral shortwave infrared. The mission life of the satellite will be around 7 years. Imagery from GISAT Indian Earth observation satellites are an excellent example of the country's technological strength in harnessing the space technology for the development of the country. The addition of GISAT-1 to this group will greatly enhance our capability to observe and understand the Earth and its atmosphere.
ये देख Cars 24. It's a whole new world of buying cars. कहीं इधर उधर घूमने की जरूरत नहीं है. यहाँ बैठे बैठे स्क्रॉल करो और हजारों कार से चूज करो. वाह
क्या बात है. अपन इसको कॉपी करके ना हस्बैंड्स की एक ऐप बनाते हैं. Husbands 24. Then we don't have to look for them anymore. Husbands की लाइन लग जाएगी. It'll be like स्वयंवर.
I want a स्वयंवर.
Cars 24. A whole new world of cars.
आज ट्यूटोरिक्स ने सब कुछ कितना आसान बना दिया है. मैथ्स और साइंस के जो कॉन्सेप्ट कभी समझ नहीं आते थे, वो आज 2D और 3D विजुअल्स के थ्रू इतने अच्छे से समझ में आएंगे कि आप कभी इन्हें भुला ही नहीं पाएंगे. और हाँ, अब क्लास के बाद कोई प्राइवेट ट्यूशन या कोचिंग सेंटर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. अब घर बैठे स्टडी कीजिए, मोबाइल से पढ़िए या फिर लैपटॉप से पढ़िए. और अगर कहीं पे कोई डाउट आ जाए तो वो भी रिजॉल्व करा लीजिए. अब आपको मैथ्स और साइंस का चैंपियन बनने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता. बस ट्यूटोरिक्स डाउनलोड कीजिए और पढ़ना शुरू कीजिए. और जब तक सारे डाउट्स क्लियर नहीं हो जाते तब तक रुकना नहीं है. आई एम श्योर ट्यूटोरिक्स विल हेल्प यू एट एवरी स्टेप. सो मैथ्स और साइंस के लिए सिर्फ ट्यूटोरिक्स. डाउनलोड नाउ.
"129 passengers returned safely after boarding the Air India 243 flight from Kabul to Delhi. They recount the tense situation in Kabul as Taliban marched into the city and captured the capital.
situation is like, I think Afghans are in shock. Like the ones I know, everyone is shocked. I don't think anyone expected things to go this fast. But I also don't know what happened in the last few years and how also. Because I just heard that the president had resigned. So we are hoping that there will be some kind of a political settlement and there won't be any bloodshed. Because for the regular Afghans, that's going to be very difficult.
When did you go to Afghanistan?
I have been going off and on for many years, but for this assignment I was there since June.
So for how many days you were there in Afghanistan?
No, for this assignment I was there since June of this year. I've been there last year, and for my work I often go.
So what's the difference? If you talk about the difference which you have seen earlier and what's the situation?
Since May, and there has been a continuing progression of Taliban, so people have been concerned. And then in the last 9 days, there was such quick fall of the... So yeah, most of the Afghans I know are nervous, afraid. They cannot get out, right? Like us, we can just hop on a plane and come out, they can't. And many don't want to go back to the Taliban days, so they're afraid of what will happen to their families, if they will be targeted, what happens to their children, what kind of a society they grow up.
Did you also see troops there of different countries?
I don't see them, but I know they are there. But like if you go to the airport, you can see the US troops.
US troops are there. Okay, where were you staying in Afghanistan?
I was staying
in Kabul. So when you boarded the flight, did you find did you face any problem? No difficulty.
The flight was managed very well, so it was fine. It was smooth.
Okay. And last thing, ma'am, what's the situation of women there? Because especially many questions have been raised about there. Security and safety of women would be in question.
Probably would be in question. Freedom of women will be in question. So yeah, we'll see how it works out.
What's the current situation of women? That's what I was trying to say.
I'm sorry, we'll have to go. Right now nothing has happened yet in Kabul. In the villages or in the provinces where Taliban has entered, there have been reports of the men who were working in bags being asked to go back. And instead their male relatives have been given jobs. So, I think women are concerned. We will see in the coming days how it pans out.
Thank you for speaking to us.
Among the many people that returned on the flight was a former Afghan MP who is upset with the way the takeover has jeopardized the future of his country.
जब मैं वहाँ से भागा हूँ तो आप क्या उम्मीद रख सकते हैं मेरे क्या हालात होंगे या वहाँ के क्या हालात होंगे?
यानी कि तालिबानी शासन एक बार फिर से शुरू होने वाला है?
I don't know yet. Maybe they have changed or maybe they have their own.
सर आप वहाँ के पूर्व सांसद भी हैं?
जी
पूर्व सांसद MP भी हैं?
नहीं अभी नहीं है, मैं एक्स
MP हैं।
तो अभी बता नहीं सकते क्योंकि टाइम लगता है। अभी आप देखना पड़ेगा कि इनका सोच और विचार वही है जो पुराने या वो बदल चुके हैं।
लेकिन इस तरीके से अशरफ गनी ने इस तरीके से कर दिया एकदम।
ये तो अशरफ गनी और उसका टीम जो था और वो एक गद्दार है। उन्होंने ये अफगानिस्तान के साथ गद्दारी किया, अफगानिस्तान के लोगों के साथ गद्दारी किया और तारीख उनको माफ़ नहीं करेगा। क्यों नहीं है? क्यों
पाकिस्तान का रोल क्या है?
मैंने तो खुद नहीं देखा है, लेकिन वो तो पता चलता है कि तालिबान किसके थ्रू से आए हैं।
Many are still in disbelief over how the situation changed so fast and are glad to land at home.
मैडम वहाँ पे नॉर्मल हालात हैं अभी। लोगों में थोड़ा डर है कि व्हाट विल हैपन नेक्स्ट, बस वही एक है।
तो किस तरीके का डर है?
वही है कि अगर तालिबान आएगा तो शरिया लॉ अगर आता है तो दे लूज देयर फ्रीडम। वो एक ही रीज़न था उनका और कुछ नहीं।
लेकिन जिस तरीके से एकदम से सत्ता परिवर्तन वहाँ हो रहा है उसको लेकर वहाँ पे लोगों में क्या है, खौफ है क्या?
सत्ता पर एनी टाइम बाय फोर्स अगर चेंज होता है पॉलिटिकल स्टैंस तो वो थोड़ा रहेगा। देयर विल बी सम रिवेंज किलिंग्स प्रोविंसेस में होंगी, बट मोस्टली इट विल बी, जहाँ तक तालिबान का कहना स्पोक्स पर्सन का, इट विल बी पीसफुल, बट वी हैव टू लुक एट व्हाट्स गोना हैपन।
पीसफुली है, लेकिन तालिबान का जो शासन है काफ़ी क्रूर माना जाता है, तो ऐसे में
नो कमेंट्स मैडम, मैं कर नहीं सकता बिकॉज आई डोंट हैव दैट मच एक्सपीरियंस ओवर देयर।
The Kabul airport has reportedly been closed for commercial aircraft now. Several Indians could still be looking to leave Afghanistan. The Ministry of External Affairs is reportedly monitoring the situation closely and is yet to issue an advisory to Indians looking for a way out of the Taliban-controlled country. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Is the third COVID wave upon us already? Well, researchers at IIT Hyderabad and Kanpur at least seem to believe so. They are already upon us and may reach its peak in a few months from now in October. India is likely to see a rise in COVID-19 infections by the end of this. Restrictions came in the wake of several states now relaxing lockdown restrictions, as we've already seen images, unfortunately, of overcrowded tourist destinations on social media. With only 7.6% of India's population currently vaccinated, the new coronavirus variant, distancing, mask use, hand hygiene, and also avoiding long periods indoors in poorly ventilated or congested areas can really help in keeping the virus at bay.
One second. Hi मॉम.
तेरा फोन नहीं आया 8 बजे? तो अपना नया कमरा दिखाने वाला था?
मैं वो पढ़ाई कर रहा था.
चल अब दिखा दे. देख पापा भी आ गए.
अभी देखता आपको रूम. मम्मी देखो मेरा पिलो, मेरी बेडशीट और मेरा बेड.
और दिखा.
और मैं आपको अपना स्टडी टेबल दिखाता हूँ. वहीं बैठ के पढ़ाई कर रहा था मैं भी. और ये मेरा लैंप है और मेरा फेवरेट प्लांट.
कुछ गिरा क्या?
अच्छा वो सब छोड़िए, आप ये देखिए. आपको मैं और दिखाता हूँ. मैं आपको अपने घर का फेवरेट लोकेशन दिखाता हूँ. यहाँ पे ना सनराइज होता है. अभी कल होगा.
और दिखा.
अब और क्या मॉम, क्या बाथरूम भी दिखाऊं?
बेटा तो कह रहा था ना तेरी ग्रीन टी शर्ट नहीं मिल रही. आज मिल गई है.
हाँ मॉम, मैं आपको बताने वाला था.
लगता है ग्रुप स्टडी कर रहा था.
आयशा को बोलना क्या है, ये सुना दे.
फिर क्या डैडी, क्या अम्मा.
दिल फिल्मी तो सुनो फिल्मी ऑन स्पॉटिफाई, क्योंकि यहाँ है लाखों फिल्मी सॉन्ग्स. तो स्पॉटिफाई सुनते जा, डाउनलोड फॉर फ्री.